Live streamers are the new talk show host. Everything moves so fast nowadays. I remember when I was in middle school, there was this meme account on Instagram that once a month would post the meme of the month. It was basically just the most relevant meme that month, the peak of the internet at that time. I think something like this would be completely impossible to do nowadays. It seems every 2 days, every 2 hours, there's another thing that is incredibly relevant and popular to everybody, and we're all freaking out about it at once. I'm not even talking about politics. This applies to politics 100%, it does, but that's not even what I'm referring to. I mean, traditional news is just dead. Nobody wants clearly scripted artificial crap. Something that's obviously only going to show you one viewpoint, one perspective, and let you continue to live in an echo chamber. Nobody wants that anymore, let alone late night TV. I think still a lot of people use late night as their source of news and entertainment. I'm sure you know someone in your family that after work will come home and in order to wind down, they put on The Late Show. They watch Steven or one of the Jimmys or Trevor. Why are all these late night show names just generic ass names? We're not saying there's anything bad with it. It's probably better than throwing on Fox News or CNN. It's an opportunity to get another person's viewpoint in a more personal way. And obviously this has worked well for a time. I feel like over the past couple of years, this has started to shift once again. Stuff like late night TV just isn't fresh off the presses enough, you know?
The conversations become fake because you have 5 minutes until you cut to commercial, and they come over with cards, and the executive wants to talk to you, and the producers want to get in your ear, and we just feel like it just needs a little levity. You just need a little levity. So we're gonna bring the jester out. Well, I'm tired of the jester. I don't like the jester. And then the jester comes out with his little, and everybody goes, the jester's here, and the fucking crowd starts clapping. The audience, they get that sign that says cheer, applause. I've seen too many of them.
Everything has to be scripted, planned out, prepped, filmed, edited, assembled, distributed, and broadcasted. It all just kind of feels artificial, it feels fake. Meanwhile, if something is popping off on Twitter and everyone's going crazy, people like ADIN Ross, Kai Cenat, Hassanabi, Destiny immediately go live, produce their takes. A lot of the times they're seeing this news live, and it's a completely 100% genuine reaction.
Because I really wonder what the future of streaming is. Like, is it just going to keep going down this like super high speed road of like you have to be on the shit right away? Because the internet just seemingly becoming more and more like you have to be like
quicker.
Yeah, it's like
quicker.
Everything is about turnaround time. So it's almost like do more people make content have to start streaming?
Dude, yeah. As like people, kids' attention span is getting even worse day by day because of TikTok. So I see streaming getting even more like short term of like everything's fast. You're reacting to shit. Boom, TikTok circulates because you're plugged into the streaming shit. Like I know you are. I've seen you talk to streamers. Like TikTok is everything. So like if people's attention spans are like fried, like streamers are like the guy because everything's live, everything happens fast. And the other
instantaneously, these takes are getting turned into clips and getting posted for everybody. A lot of times their fans are chopping them up as they're saying it and immediately distributing it. I really don't think that the power of these top streamers has really been realized or respected. Just how profoundly this affects media, politics, elections, or just the youth forming opinions. Frankly, I think one of these political streamers that is watched on a day-to-day basis and listened to and followed by, I think sooner rather than later, one of these people will be the president, or at very least be in a traditional political role that they got strictly based off their streaming status. I'm sure right now you're probably like, okay, buddy, you think Hassanabi is going to be our president? Sure, pal. Sure, pal. Sure, pal. From seeing people like Destiny get on all these high profile shows and have these high profile conversations with members in politics and media, this is a height that I never thought a professional StarCraft streamer would reach, and it's infinitely impressive to me. I literally didn't think about this till I was editing the video. Like I'm literally editing the video right now. But Brendan Herrera, he's literally doing exactly what I'm describing in this with his social media presence.
Last time you were on, you hadn't yet announced your candidacy for Congress in Texas. How is that going? I might move there just to vote for you.
Shockingly well, I might accidentally have a job doing this other thing.
So wait, what office are you running for exactly?
So U.S. Federal Congress District 23.
Shit. So this is real deal. This is U.S. Federal Congress.
Yeah. So my current opponent is Tony Gonzalez, who just kind of a really, really well, I could say it here on the show, and nobody's going to get mad. Limp dick Republican.
What a bitch. I hate that.
Clip culture has become the entire internet so quickly. And this is talked about a lot, but I don't think it's talked about with exactly the gravitas or the weight that it deserves. This will always be an aspect of the internet. You can't close Pandora's box. And right now it feels like it's the entire internet. Everything you consume is a fragmented piece of a bigger picture. Sometimes, most of the time, the content isn't even clipped up by the original creator. Don't get me wrong, there's good and bad in this. On one hand, the likelihood of you watching a 30-second clip highly edited and chopped up is much greater than watching an entire hour-long podcast or stream, especially if somebody you don't even know or trust. On the other hand, pretty much everything that you see of somebody in clip form is probably taken out of context, or you just don't know the full story. You couldn't know the full story. This content you just swipe past. You don't even have a choice on whether you're watching it or not, and it molds your perspective on a topic that you didn't even know you had an opinion on. Never been so easy to manipulate a narrative. This instant reaction culture has even had an effect on how we sell products to the youth and the general public. It used to be you're about to release a movie, an album, a product. You want to announce it to the masses. You have to schedule late night shows, appearances, media runs, interviews.
Well, there's this 2-hour season finale of Melrose Place. There's this movie coming out.
Yes.
Title undetermined at this point.
Chairman of the board.
Oh, all right. Do something with that, you freak.
I bet the board is spelled B-O-R-E-D.
But now there's a far superior strategy, and that's live streamers. Nicki Minaj and her team understand that. She went on Kai Cenat's stream and made so many viral clips. In like an hour-long stream, she made far more promotion than what she would normally spend a week in LA doing. 21 Savage did the same thing with Kai Cenat and Aiden Ross.
Right there, yeah, they all have scratches on it, bro, the face card. See, this one's on a face card, doesn't have it. Look, every face card has a scratch on it.
Bro, only the face card
have scratches. Watch. Right there, there's the same scratch on the king. Look, see the 6? See? See?
Bro, which one?
Huh?
Which one?
Just get my bet back into the bed.
And this went mega viral. And I think it was in such a subtle way, people didn't even realize his album blew up strictly off of the drama that came from these streams. Not strictly off of it, but because he had a wonderful marketing rollout, but you know what I mean. I would say this all started when years ago, Aiden Ross started to get rappers on his stream, and they would hang out and just kind of show their real personalities and kick a freestyle with Aiden.
Smoking on packs, preferably black, leprechaun. All of these hoes, they on my arms. All of these bitches, they know I'm a don. Stoning on bitches, come back to the 6s.
People like Tory Lanez, Ski Mask, Corday, they profited in ways that could not be measured from stuff like this. When I saw Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent, and Eminem do that interview and skit on Jimmy Kimmel recently, I loved it. I thought it was really funny. I enjoyed so many of the bits.
You only get one shot.
One shot? I've been shot 9 times.
It's a weird flex, but right.
But personally, don't you feel like that marketing strategy would have gone off so much bigger if all those legends came together on like Kai Cenat's stream? Don't get me wrong here. It was an awesome moment to look at 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, and Eminem all having such a good time. But you have to agree, this would have broken the internet if all of these legends came together on like Kai Cenat's stream. Of course, it's not lost on me that these are absolute legends of all forms of media. Just to even call them rappers would be discrediting how big of an impact these people have had. So I understand that they would want to be protecting their image and not just showing up on the internet willy-nilly. But if you look at it, the way that I viewed this, the way that you probably viewed this, we didn't go on cable TV. I don't know about you, I don't even have cable TV. The way that we saw this was that Jimmy Kimmel immediately uploaded it to his YouTube channel in a 20-minute clip, because even his team understands that this is the way that it's truly going to get engagement now. And if we want to talk about being on the internet willy-nilly, they even talk about this in the Jimmy Kimmel interview. Look at Snoop Dogg and 50 Cent's Instagram.
When something happens that you think is funny, like let's say a famous hip-hop artist
who finds himself in a very embarrassing situation, like, do you guys immediately start texting each other about that?
No, that's 50 and Snoop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching his Instagram all the time, so it's like I see it, and I'll say, I'll repost what he just did.
Yeah, I know you like doing that kind of stuff. We'll be right back with Dre, Snoop, and 50.
They get themselves in trouble like every other day. It is not like these two are scared to show that they exist on the internet in the same way that we do. I think this just proves that we've not fully gotten to the point where everybody can agree that the new form of the internet is these live streams. It's these clips. And look, I completely get, like, they can't just pop up on everyone's stream. And I'm not saying go on ADIN Ross's stream. Maybe just go on Kai Cenat's stream. That feels more realistic for these rap legends. All loved ADIN Ross, no hate. I watch so much of his stuff. Basically, I'm just saying that this is happening, and this is going to happen. It's basically already happened.
You know, Mort, I think you're beginning to grow.
Well, sir, I don't know how much value I have in this universe, but I do know that I made a few people happier than they would have been without me. And as long as I know that, I'm as rich as I ever need to be. So I'll catch you on the rebound, your magnitude. Until next week, Nanu, Nanu.